Hey guys, welcome back to Split Screen Media. This video is going to be a little bit different today. It's just going to be me talking to you guys. Hi, how you doing? It's been a while. We haven't put out a podcast in probably over a month now, and really we just wanted to kind of tell you guys why and give a quick channel update, and then I wanted to give a couple thoughts before I do a little media blackout here, which I'll explain in a second. But yeah, there really just, in all honesty, there hasn't been a ton of good news stories to cover. It's been a pretty boring November, all things considered, like media related, and we just really haven't had a lot of, I guess, inspiration to get on and talk about anything. But what we are going to do is have two podcasts for December. And I was actually just talking with Joey about this a little bit earlier. And what we think we're going to do is have one episode come out like pretty close to Christmas. And that'll be kind of like our Christmas spectacular end of the year thing, like we did last year, where we talked about Mandalorian with Joey Burt. But instead, we're going to do a movie roundup for December because there's so many good movies coming out. We got Spider-Man in a couple days here. After that is The Matrix. We have The King's Man. We have West Side Story. We have Nightmare Alley. Like, we have so many movies coming out that I know Joey, Chris, and I, and anybody else who's going to be a guest really want to see. So what we're gonna do, instead of doing the normal format of like an hour to an hour and a half podcast, it's probably gonna be more like 2 to 3 hours for that episode, and we're just gonna review everything all at once. So you guys have like this big chunk of content all at once. And then the second episode we're gonna do is in January, and or like end of December, early January, I guess. And that'll be sort of our, like, oh, what was your favorite movie of the year? What was your favorite TV show of the year? Sort of a year and roundup thing. And then we'll, try and get back to a more normal schedule for 2022. But yeah, I think that covers all the podcast stuff. The other thing I wanted to talk about, so I will be going on a media blackout. I'm recording this on Sunday, and it's what is it, the 12th. And Monday, the 13th, is the world premiere of Spider-Man No Way Home. And as soon as that premieres, I know all the spoilers are going to be online. So I'm going to try and stay offline until probably after I see the movie. So that'll be this upcoming Thursday. But I was talking with Joey, and like I had some thoughts about this movie, and I kind of wanted to just get this off my chest and see if you guys feel at all similar, or if you're having some of the same worries that I am about this movie. But yeah, basically, this movie is going to contain not only Tom Holland Spider-Man, but it will contain the villains of all previous Spider-Man movies. So whether that's the Sam Raimi verse or the Mark Webb verse, it'll all be sort of coming together in this multiversal Spider-Verse live action thing. And included with that, most likely, will be Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as well. And I don't know. I'm very excited for this movie, especially if they're going to be in it. And it's kind of going to be this big wrap up to Tom Holland's character, and, kind of a proper send off. But I have my concerns, main of which being that I haven't really loved this iteration of Spider-Man so far. I feel like the closest it's got to grabbing me was No Way Home, or I'm sorry, Far From Home, which I actually enjoyed a lot. Not, it's not my favorite Spider-Man movie or anything, but it was significantly better than Homecoming, which I actively dislike. I think Homecoming is a fine movie, and it's not like it's a fun high school comedy film, but it's not a good Spider-Man movie and not a good representation of that character. So that has me worried just from a writing perspective. But I'm also worried because I don't know if they're going to be able to juggle everything that they're talking about doing in one film. Spider-Verse did it, Into the Spider-Verse did it, but that's through the animated medium, and I feel like it's a little bit easier, and you can get away with more of this outlandish subject matter that they're trying to do. And I don't know if the MCU writers are going to be up to the task for that. And not only that, but I feel like the MCU writers aren't going to be up to the task for continuing the stories of these characters from these beloved movies. So like, Alvin Sargent, who wrote the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. He's since passed away. Sam Raimi himself, as far as I know, isn't connected to this project. Mark Webb definitely isn't connected to this project. So, how authentic is it going to feel to those movies? And, I don't know. I hope that they're able to bring all of this together in a cohesive way that feels not only right to characters of Spider-Man past, but also as a worthy conclusion to the current Spider-Man saga. Regardless of how I feel about it, I hope Tom Holland gets a good send off in this movie, however they do it. I also forgot to mention the other thing I was worried about when I was recording this, which is terrible MCU jokes. Recently they've been, I mean, not recently, they've always had terrible jokes, but like, I think they're going to try and take this movie in a pretty serious direction. And the last thing I want is it to be filled with stupid Spider-Man, Doctor Strange banter about stuff that isn't funny. And with the current way Marvel is handling things in phase 4, I expect there to be a lot of that. And that concerns me greatly. Okay, back to the end of the video. But yeah, I'm going to be offline for a few days. I might read like the comments on this video if there are any, just to, kind of see how everybody else is feeling about this. This isn't, the normal podcast form, as you can tell. This is going to be a short little video. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on how I was feeling about that movie. And then more importantly, like what we were planning on doing with the podcast, because it had been a little while since we had actually done anything. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe, get vaccinated if you can, and we'll see you next time.